One time a year, 30 men, 30 women. That's 60 people. They all get together and they do a little rumbling. That's right, it's the WWE Royal Rumble, and this is your WWE Royal Rumble preview.
Woohoo!
From Blind Tag Wrestling. I'm John.
I'm Raja.
And we're here to tell you a little bit about the Rumble.
Oh, it's the road to WrestleMania.
It is. It's where it starts.
Oh, I'm so excited.
It's the one night a year that SmackDown and Raw Superstar... No. No. But they do. But they don't. But they do. Never mind. Anyway.
Doesn't matter.
We got a lot to preview and talk to about. Man, I'm excited. Listen. I'm not one of those people that get all stupid, crazy, excited, woogie about the Royal Rumble and think that, you know, this is going to be the new year and we got all this, you know, forgiveness and love and...
Sure.
Okay, I'm excited. I can't help it. I'm excited. It's the Rumble.
I know. I'm excited too. I love the Royal Rumble.
You never know who's going to show up.
No, you really don't.
That's
honestly.
the excitement. That's the exciting part is the rumors going down to the last second. And we got some rumors for you in a little bit.
Speculate all you want. Nobody can call you crazy because it could happen.
You're crazy.
It could happen.
We got rumors for you. We've got up to the minute rumors.
We got predictions.
We've got predictions. And we've even got like facts.
Yeah, we got a few fun facts for you.
They're very fun.
If you've never watched a Royal Rumble before or, you know, you just want to know some things about the Rumble.
We got some factual fun.
Somebody say something about a Royal Rumble.
Somebody say something about getting fired up. But we also got, right now, a little bit of what's going to happen at the Royal Rumble that we know of for sure.
Yes.
For
and
sure.
Before we get started with the card, I just want to address whoever's booking the Royal Rumble this year. Okay? Either one. This is for you. Pat Patterson, rest his soul, created a beautiful, beautiful thing for us. And if anyone in this company ruins it by having the finish that someone who we all thought was disqualified wasn't really disqualified, and he comes back in and wins it at the last second, I'm going to come for you. I hate that finish. It's overdone. Stop it. We're not doing that this year. You have a good, fun finish, the old-fashioned way. Thank you.
The views and opinions of Raja Edwards are not necessarily those of Blind Tag Wrestling or its affiliates.
Listen, I hate that finish. It happens so much. And it's annoying because most of the time it's obvious that it's coming because someone goes under the bottom rope and they don't get back in and you're like, that person's going to win. It just takes the fun. It sucks the fun, right?
Listen, please, for me, don't do it.
I'll be mad the rest of the night.
If somebody gets thrown through the second rope and they end up like underneath and Raja doesn't see him, man, she's fuming for a while. Like, you need to have people that are smart and intelligent, and they jump out and they go, hey, where'd that guy go? He didn't go over the top.
Yeah, they need to go get him, bring him back in, and then throw him over the top like he belongs.
Yeah, that's why we should have a count out if people are outside the ring.
The Royal Rumble is sacred. Don't sully it this way. Please.
Sully?
I'm begging you.
So, moving on.
Yes, moving on.
Let's get some card action.
All right, so... let's talk about the Royal Rumble.
Let's talk about it.
Starting with the men's Royal Rumble, we currently know 22 out of the 30 participants.
That's leaving a little bit of handful there.
A little bit. 8 people. We still don't know. So, who could show up?
I don't know.
Who could it possibly be that's going to surprise us this year? And of course, you've seen the rumors of people that it could be. People putting their thoughts out there on like Tommaso Ciampa or Pete Dunne coming up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Braun Breaker.
They've been doing some dark matches. Braun Breaker that kind of makes sense.
Right.
I mean,
John Cena showing up.
That would be cool. I mean, I would like to see The Rock show up and do the main event nobody thinks they're getting anymore.
Right. Like Swerve, we're actually doing that main event.
Yeah, we're actually going to have like who's the real tribal chief, you know?
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
I actually saw one that I was like, it was somebody said that one of the champions could lose their belt and then just jump in the Royal Rumble to get a chance to get it back.
Yeah.
So that could happen.
Yeah, and still set up a good match.
Like Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Running in there and killing everybody so he could get the belt back. Or get a match with Roman, you know.
Now, I mean, no,
never know.
I like that. I like that a lot. I do like that one. With some of the other, I mean, they've obviously put it out there when they made the announcement of Mickie James.
Yes.
And they did, Impact Knockouts champion. And obviously, as the news got out there, they offered the Iconics to come back and do that. And they were like, nah.
We don't want to.
We good. Which is crazy. I would like to have seen it, honestly. I don't care.
Yeah.
I know it's the pride thing, right? You break your heart, and they're like,
you
no.
like to see it, but then you're also like, yeah, you get them, girl.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
They did kind of ruin a big surprise by announcing that, though, I think. Because I think the people would have been shocked if she had just shown up. And you're like, wait, she's an Impact. What? Why is she here?
I think you're right. I think they would have been really shocked. But this opened up the rumor mill for...
Oh, man. So many.
Because of the whole Forbidden Door stuff we've been talking about now in other companies, this really, WWE doesn't do that.
No.
Historically.
This is unprecedented.
It's been since the 90s since they've even talked about other companies. And, they did the ECW thing before they bought them. They let the NWA do stuff and they weren't a threat anymore.
Right.
But historically, Vince doesn't do that, at least on these shores.
Right.
And so
I feel kind of bad for Impact because as soon as this was announced, the first thing everyone was talking about was, oh, an AEW star could show up. Like, no one really cares that much that Impact's in it. They're like, what if the AEW people start showing up in the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, well,
Fair.
Seriously. And, who maybe somebody's contract is already up that we didn't know about because the one thing about Tony Khan, he doesn't seem like he's going to announce those.
Right. He doesn't just put it out there like, they're gone.
Yeah, it's going to just kind of go quietly in the dark. And, so you don't know. Maybe Jeff Jarrett, who did a little spot last week before the GCW show, we got some legends. We've always had legends in the past, that have showed up at different times in the Kevin Nashes and whatnot. So you can have that. You can have the gobbledygooker,
Oh, God. I hope so.
Who knows? And that's the exciting part about this.
Yeah, because you don't know.
Very excited about this. But what about the card?
So, the card, we're going to go over the rest of the matches before we talk about who we think could possibly win the Royal Rumble.
Yes.
Because that's a whole deal.
Oh, yeah.
So we got Miz and Maurice versus Edge and Beth Phoenix in their mixed tag match that they've been building. We also have our Raw Women's Championship match between Becky Lynch and Doudrop, which she won the right to. And we have our WWE Championship match, which is Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. Big man meat, slapping man meat. And then we have the Universal Championship, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, which
hell of a card.
Very excited about.
And, by the way, Seth did say John Moxley's name on a promo, so
he did.
Still crazy to me.
Shield.
Yeah, well, you got the whole Shield thing. Roman did that interview this week talking about how they're brothers. They're all brothers and stuff. I'm actually interested in that match.
Yeah, if I would be okay with Mox showing up if it was to do a Shield thing. I'd be okay with that.
To do a one-time thing.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
As long as he doesn't stay, I'm fine with it.
A three-way dance at WrestleMania because Mox comes in and wins the Rumble. And you have the Shield against each other.
That would be crazy.
But they defend each other and it ends up being a six-man.
They love each other. Yeah. Sorry. My mind went to fan fiction.
It's so easy, Vince. Did you see this? This is all we need.
That's how you get more women in. You don't just have hot guys. You have love stories.
Mia Moore.
You have the feelings. Oh man.
Kota Ibushi.
I miss Kota Ibushi. Okay, so these Royal Rumble matches, it's so hard to pick a winner because there's so many people in it.
Mine's easy.
Really? Is that easy?
Yeah, mine's easy. I think it's a surprise on both of them.
You think the surprise is going to win both matches?
I think surprise is going to win both matches.
Oh, man.
I really do.
You got to think, whoever wins these is getting a title match. So that's got to weigh in somehow, right? WWE has to, story-wise, it's got to be important. So it's going to be someone important in some way, whether that's because they haven't been in WWE in a while.
So Ronda Rousey is going to come in and win.
Oh, okay. We're just going there.
I mean, Ronda's not going to come back unless Ronda's
right.
main event in Mania because of money.
Yes.
So
understandable.
And on both ends.
Right.
It's big money. You put Ronda Rousey in, it's marquee.
Right, it is.
So
it totally is.
They're going to make the bank. That's a WrestleMania main event. Ronda Rousey versus, and it'll be Charlotte probably.
Yeah, probably.
Even though I think people would want to see Becky and Ronda because of the bloody face and all that gimmick, you know.
They do have a history.
I would personally still rather see Charlotte versus Becky in like a last woman standing match, but
just unify the title.
That's just me. So, but I think Ronda wins, you know, hands down. If Ronda is in it.
If Ronda is there.
I think Ronda wins. If Ronda is not in it, I think Rhea Ripley has a comeback and wins.
Right. And you have to remember that Charlotte Flair is in the match because she wants to pick her own opponent. So there's always a chance that she could win and just pick someone at random to fight at WrestleMania.
And that could be a shocker.
It could be.
That could be the shocker.
It could be, yeah. She could be the surprise. Charlotte Flair.
So if Ronda wasn't ready to work, what if Ronda was in attendance watching?
Charlotte was like...
And Charlotte wins the Royal Rumble and then is like, my pick is you, bitch.
Oh, no. She can't call her bitch.
She totally can call her bitch. Why not?
She kind of is. So
she's
fun.
a bitch. So
I'd really like to see someone like homegrown, like Asuka or Bailey, come back and like get a big push.
I didn't think about the Bailey return.
I would love that for them. But I don't think I don't know.
Do you want Bailey Karen to come back, or do you want
Happy Bailey?
Inflatable Bailey to come back?
Oh, I don't know. I've kind of grown used to Karen Bailey. I've kind of grown used to heel Bailey.
Okay.
She's so mad about everything, and she deserves to be because she was slighted so many times. It would be funny if she just came back like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
It was just Happy Bailey again.
Well, you know, we're forgetting Alexa Bliss.
Oh, goodness.
If Alexa Bliss comes back and she's not
right, she's back to normal.
You know, and one of my surprises for the men's is Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, that could totally happen.
I think it's going to happen. I think Bray Wyatt's coming back.
Oh, man.
I do. I think a bunch of the bigger names that were shockers
are going to just show back up.
Yeah, I think they gave him a little time off and made a surprise out of them.
They were like, oh, no, what have we done?
Yeah. But I think Bray Wyatt especially is going to be one of those surprises.
Right. I mean, I would be very happy to see him again. He's been gone for so long.
Yeah. So, did you give me a winner?
I'm bad at picking winners in Rumbles. I said I would like to see Bailey or Asuka win the women's.
That's what you said you would like to see?
I think Charlotte Flair's going to win.
Okay. Who's going to win the men's?
For the men, you could make a case for Big E winning and getting another title shot at this point.
I think that's probably one of the right moves.
I kind of hope, just because of the story that's been going on, that Austin Theory wins and like surprises Mr. McMahon. And he's like, look, I did it. I followed all your expect the unexpected.
Wow. Man, that would be crazy.
It would be so funny.
That would be funny, but God, is that going to sell tickets?
No, probably not.
So, I don't know. You just got to think of it.
I know.
You're the world title person. You're saying you got to think of it in a world title shot
yeah,
way.
You do.
So is Austin Theory world title shot material yet?
Not yet.
No, he's still in the oven. He's still cooking.
Yeah, he's still a baby.
Yeah, he's just
growing.
We're probably preheating still.
It's probably going to be a surprise. I mean, Drew McIntyre might get thrown in there at some point, you know?
He's not going to win it.
You don't think they'll Drew McIntyre us again?
No.
maybe Shanky will finally show up.
He's not going to win.
Or Veer. Which one was it that was coming to Raw?
Veer, yeah.
Sorry. Maybe Veer will finally show up and just take the win. But no, Big E's probably up there. Maybe Kurt Angle will win.
Maybe Kurt Angle will win. So, you know, there's a lot of choices.
There really are. There's 30 people, and we don't even know 8 of them.
So, what's some of the rumors?
Some of the rumors. Well, there have been some people
we've mentioned
spotted
already.
backstage, recently, leading up to the Rumble, such as Kurt Angle.
Right.
The Undertaker showed up.
Yeah.
I mean, his wife is in the Women's Royal Rumble already, but he's still there.
Right.
He's available. Sarah Logan was there. She hasn't been around in a while, but her husband works there, you know, so that's understandable. There's been a lot of talk about Kairi Sane being in the Royal Rumble.
I mean, her contract's like up now.
I know, but they really want her to be in the Royal Rumble.
So they can re-sign her and make her sit at home for another 3 or 4 years?
Yeah, she hasn't wrestled since summer of 2020. We haven't seen her in that long. And they're like, why don't we just bring her back?
Wouldn't it be funny if
Put
she's
her in
like
the Royal Rumble.
fat and like, hair up in a bun and stuff?
She and Asuka can show up together. It's fine.
That'd be cool. I'd be happy with it, personally.
Yeah, definitely. So there have been people show up, and not everyone's there yet because, they still got a SmackDown to go.
Yeah.
And we could learn more.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely going to get a couple more people for it, probably at the SmackDown.
Yeah.
So we don't know that at time of recording.
No.
But it's so much to have happen. There's so much excitement, so many things to look forward to.
Yes.
I got some facts, though.
I got some facts, too.
So do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
You go first.
All right. Royal Rumble fact time. Did you know Bret Hart lasted 15 minutes in all 5 of his Rumble appearances, but also on the Hitman thing, because I had to go with the Hitman first, because Bret Hart was the first ever entrant in a Royal Rumble.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
1988, baby.
It's cool that he's lasted that long in every single one that he's been in.
Yeah, it's weird. Actually.
He's like, I'll do 15 minutes. No more.
Yeah, it's in my contract. I do have creative control,
Oh, goodness.
I know you guys will never screw me on that.
Oh, my statistics are a little more numerical.
Of course they are.
So, did you know that the luckiest spots to win the Royal Rumble so far are from number 21 to 30, which has produced 23 winners in the Royal Rumble, as compared to 10 winners from the 1 through 10 slots and 7 winners from the 11 through 20 spots.
So 11 through 20 is really the last thing they do.
Oh, yeah. It's
That's
terrible.
the filler.
11 through 20 is like, we don't care about these
That's
people.
the filler, isn't it?
Yes.
So the first 10, they're like, who's gonna be the first 10? And then it's like, how are we gonna end it?
And then we'll just throw some people
It's
in the
just
middle.
like a regular match.
Basically.
The stuff in the middle, we'll just call in the ring.
Do you want to guess what the luckiest number with the most amount of wins has been?
Number 29.
Close. 27
Oh.
with 4 winners.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Did you know that HBK is the only person to compete in 4 decades?
Wow. He has had a lot of Royal Rumble experience. Makes sense, though. He's kind of synonymous with it.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, though. 4 decades of being in a Royal Rumble.
Good for him.
Yeah.
So, Steve Austin, as a lot of people probably know, has the most Royal Rumble wins at
Yes.
3. But there have also been 7 people that have won 2 Royal Rumbles. And those are Shawn Michaels, Hulk Hogan, John Cena, Batista, Triple H, Randy Orton, and Edge. But Batista's the only person to have won from the same number twice. He was 28 on both of his wins,
Huh.
which is interesting.
That is interesting. 10 superstars won the match on their first appearance.
Oh, wow. That's kind of funny.
Surprise.
Makes you kind of want to think about who was in their very first Royal Rumble.
Or their surprise.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, the people with the most eliminations in a Royal Rumble match. For the men, it's a tie between Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar at 13 eliminations each in a
Ah.
single Royal Rumble.
That's surprising. I figured Show was the most.
No? And then for the women, Bianca Belair and Shayna Baszler are tied at 8 eliminations in a single Royal Rumble. But for cumulative eliminations, one man has the edge.
Nice.
It's Kane, with 45 total eliminations over his Royal Rumbles, plus 1 as Isaac Yankem in 1996.
Yes. Of course it is. Kane was a throwing fool. So Matt Bloom has been in the most matches without eliminating someone. So as different characters though.
That's
as
funny.
Prince Albert, A-Train, and Tensai.
Wow.
Yeah. So that what a hell of a stat to have.
Yes. So, 2 people have won the Royal Rumble match with the fewest eliminations, being 1 elimination, and they still won the match. It's a tie between Vince McMahon and Randy Orton.
That's good company to have.
They got 1 elimination, but they still won the match.
So, a little baby me was watching the first Royal Rumble. I was very excited. And I taped it on VHS and watched it live on USA Network as it was a USA Network special. Vince McMahon really hated the idea. And he famously, they were talking to Dick Ebersol from NBC, and he's like, go ahead, Pat, tell him your stupid idea. And Pat's like, well, my idea is that the Red
Fantastic idea.
He goes through it, and Ebersol loved it so much that the very first Royal Rumble special on USA Network in January of 1988, the Royal Rumble wasn't the main event. Hacksaw Duggan won the Rumble.
Wow.
But the actual main event, so to speak, of the show, the last match on, was a 2 out of 3 falls match. And this was at Cops Coliseum in Ontario. I'll never forget. But it was a 2 out of 3 falls match between the Young Stallions of Jimmy Powers and that bastard Paul Roma who ruined the Four Horsemen versus the Islanders, who I loved, even though they were heels, Bobby Heenan's Islanders, with Tama and Haku.
Ooh.
That's right. Haku.
Sounds like a great main event.
2 out of 3 falls. Not that great. Islanders went over. But I remember thinking, this is the main event. I was a Mid-Atlantic fan. I was
Should have been the Royal Rumble.
I was used to main events like, Dusty Rhodes versus Ric Flair. But I digress.
So my final fact is a time-related fact.
Ah.
So the longest time in a single Royal Rumble belongs to Daniel Bryan Danielson, at 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 5 seconds in the greatest Royal Rumble.
Which was very not named correctly, right?
No.
I said that all wrong.
And for the women, it's Bianca Belair at 56 minutes and 49 seconds last year, 2021. And the longest cumulative time, I can't say that word.
You said it right the first time.
It's a terrible word. Is Chris Jericho at a total of 4 hours, 59 minutes, and 33 seconds in Royal Rumbles. It's a lot of time.
That is a lot of time to hug a rope, Because that's what happened most of the time. Nothing against Jericho, but that's what we do in Battle Royals.
Don't let me
You
fall
go over to the corner and you kind of just like...
You hide behind people.
Yeah, let somebody else do something. Listen, I'm very excited. She's very excited. Vince is excited. I'm excited. And we are looking forward to it. But what we want to know is, what do you think? Right?
Yes.
Tell us, who's going to win? Who's going to be the surprise? I want to know. Men's, women's, give me one surprise, one win in the comments. Thank you so much. If you like it, please subscribe. If you really like it, tell a friend. If you love it, hack into your granny's computer and make her subscribe too. For Raja, I'm John. So long from our Royal Rumble special at Blind Tag Wrestling News. Bye.
Bye.